शंकराचार्य तदसदस्माद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। आनंद कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंड की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। भक्तवृंद की जय। भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the Asma. All glories to the Asma. All glories to the Asma. Thank you very much.
Lecture evening 25th September from Nairobi.
𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐚𝐝 क्षेत्रम् इति अभिधीयते एतद् वेत्ति तं प्राहुः क्षेत्रज्ञः इति तद्विदः। The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is instructing Arjuna about the knowledge of Kshetra and Kshetragna. Kshetra means the field. Just like here, agricultural land, and there is a cultivator. So this body is called the field, and the soul, which is the proprietor of this body, is the cultivator. What is this time? So, we have got this body and we have to cultivate. That is called karma or what. Just like while coming to your place, we saw so many cultivating lands. Somewhere coffee is being cultivated, somewhere tea, somewhere other corns. So, we have been given this particular type of body for cultivating and getting the required produce according to our desire. That is the gift of God. God is very kind. 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐚 प्रपद्यन्ते तां तथैव भजाम्यहम्. Everyone who wants something from God, God is very kind. He awards, all right, you take this. Actually, just like father and his son. The son insists upon getting something from father. Father says, my dear son, don't take this. This is not good for you. But when he insists upon, Father, I want this, then the affectionate father gives him, all right, we take it, try first. Similarly, we are all part and parcel of God. Just like your sons, daughters and children are part and parcel of your body. Similarly, we are all living entities, not only human being. Human being is one of the 8,400,000 species of forms. There are 8,400,000 species of forms, and the human body is one of them. That is also stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvojonishu Kaunteya Sambhavanti Murtayoja. My dear Kaunteya, Joe, as many forms are there in all species of life. Tasad Mahajjani Brahma. This material world is their mother. And 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐚𝐝, I am the seed-giving father. Exactly in the same way, just we are born, the father gives the seed within the womb of the mother, and mother develops the body. So we living entities, we are coming from God in this material world, and the modern material world, Prakriti, Jara Prakriti, the dull material world, is giving us this body. And there are 8,400,000 species of bodies. 𝗤𝗏𝗯𝗵𝘂𝗽. In the water, there are 900,000 species of life. 𝗤𝗏𝗯𝗵𝘂𝗽 𝗬𝗏𝗏. And there are 2 million species of life, plants and trees. They are all living entities. Don't think that they have no soul. It is a wrong theory that only human being has got soul and not other living entities. No. Everyone has got soul. It is disturbing. So there are 2 million species of forms, plants and trees. 𝗤𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏. 𝗦𝗏𝗶𝗹. Insects. From plant life, the development is insect, ants, reptiles. There are 11 lakhs, 1100,000 species of life, of insects. 𝗤𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏. Rudrasankaka means 11,100,000. And 𝗪𝗏 birds, and 10 lakhs, 1 million species of birds, and 3 million species of beasts, and 400,000 species of human beings. These are the definition of different species of life. And Krishna says that they are all my parts and parcels. Not that only human beings are parts and parcels of God, not the animals. Therefore this Krishna consciousness movement especially meant for understanding the position of the soul and his relationship with God. Sambandha means relationship. This human form of life, that is explained here, idang sharirang kaunteya kshetram iti abhidhiyate. We are not this body, but we are placed in this body. Exactly the same as I already explained. That the father gives the seed within the womb of the mother. Jatha bijam jatha joni. Bijam means the semina of the father, and joni is the mother. So in this way, we are put into this material world, and then we develop different types of bodies according to our desire. This is the understanding of kshetra and kshetrajna. Kshetrajna means one who understands his body. Just like if you meditate upon your body, you study your finger, whether I am this finger, you come to the conclusion that I am not this finger, it is my finger. Similarly, if you study your hands, legs and all parts of the body, you come to the conclusion that you are not this body, but the body is belonging to you. It is your body. So, the modern civilization do not know what I am. They are working under the impression that I am body. If I ask you what you are, gentlemen, you say, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Sikh, I am Christian, like that. But these are the identification of the body. But I am not this body. Kshetra, kshetraga. Body is the field of my activities. Different bodies. Just like dog is engaged in one kind of activity, and the cat is engaged in one kind of activity, or the human being is engaged in another kind of activity. So these differences of activities are due to the difference of bodies, kshetra. But when you come to the platform of soul, when you understand that I am not this body, then the activity is different. That activity is called a spiritual activity. The material activity and spiritual activity. So long we are under the concept of bodily life, our activities are material. But as soon as you understand that I do not belong to the body, I am not this body, but I am spirit soul, aham brahmasmi. The exact Vedic language in this connection is called aham brahmasmi. I am spirit soul. This knowledge is perfect. So long we are under the concept of body, that I am this body, that is ignorance. In the Shastra it is said, Jasyasma buddhi kunape tridhatuke sadhik kalatra visubhaumayijyadhi jat tirtha buddhi salile na karhichi ganeshu savijneshu saeva gokhara. So long we are in this bodily concept of life, then as long as we are feeling like that, all our activities are our defeat. Parabhava. Parabhava savat abodhajata. Abodhajata, the animals or the human being, everyone, just like this child, abodhajata, born ignorant. Similarly, human being, if he remains under the bodily concept of life, then he is in ignorance. That is called Shudra. Janmana jayate Shudra. The Vedic culture says that everyone born is a Shudra. Therefore, he has to be given knowledge. Exactly like we send our children to schools, colleges. What? To get knowledge. Similarly, if we remain satisfied simply with the birth by our father or mother, that is Shudra condition. One has to be raised to the Brahminical condition. Janmana, there is a process. Process is Janmana jayate Shudra. Everyone is born Shudra by birth. It is not that by birth one becomes Brahmin. Otherwise, the Shastra would not have stated like this, that Janmana jayate Shudra. By birth, everyone is Shudra. Samskarad bhavidya. But when he takes to the purificatory process, sanctifying process, there are 10 kinds of sanctifying process. Even when the father is going to give birth to the child, he has to undergo a ritualistic ceremony which is called 𝗲𝗏𝗯 sanskar, seed giving ceremony. That's the Vedic function, 𝗲𝗏𝗯. But in the Kali Yuga, all these sanskaras are not followed strictly. Otherwise, according to Shastra, if this 𝗲𝗏𝗯 sanskar is not done, 𝗲𝗏𝗯 sanskar especially recommended for the Brahmins, the Kshatriyas and the Vaishyas, especially the Brahmins. So now, in this age, no sanskara is adopted. Therefore, he remains a Shudra. Janmana jayate Shudra. Because the purificatory processes are not practiced. Therefore, Janmana jayate Shudra. And in this age, Kali Yuga, the processes are not observed. Therefore, Shastra says, Kalau Shudra Sambhava. In this age, Kali Yuga, it is, everyone is Shudra. Kalau Shudra Sambhava. So this process of Krishna consciousness movement is making everyone a Brahmin from the Shudra stage. This is a purificatory process. Just like you see these European and American boys, they are undergoing purificatory process. Purificatory process means to avoid sinful activities. That is purificatory. If you don't act sinfully, then you are pure. So the basic principles of sinful life are four. Sriyasana pana duta jatra papas chaturvida. Chaturvida means four kinds of sinful activities. Sriya means to have illicit sex life. According to Vedic principles, sex life cannot be performed without a married life. That is sanctioned by religion. Therefore, in the human society, there is system of marriage. Not that you keep a woman, you keep a man like cats and dogs. No human society. Mainly Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh, it doesn't matter. Any civilized form of society has got the system of marriage. Because without marriage, sex life is irreligious. Therefore, this is one of the sinful activities, to have illicit sex life. And suna means killing of animals. Killing of animals, even in Christian religion, it is forbidden. Thou shalt not kill. Out of the 10 commandments, the first commandment is, thou shalt not kill. In the Buddha religion, there is also the same thing, ahimsa paramo dharma. So in other religion, Hindu religion, there are sometimes killing of animals in sacrifices, but that is not for eating purpose. The taste of Vedic mantra was, verify how the mantras are being chanted. So sometimes animals were put into the fire and the animal would come out again with new life. That was the taste of Vedic mantra. In this age, Kali Yuga, there is no such qualified Brahmin to perform the sacrifices. Therefore, all kinds of animal sacrifices are forbidden. Ashwamedham 𝗍𝗶𝗯 sannyasam palapaikrikam devarena sutatpatti kalau pancha vivarjaya. So suna means unnecessary animal killing. Unnecessary. Human society should be sober and consider, if I can, I require to eat something. If I got sufficient grain, fruits, milk, flowers, vegetables, why should I kill unnecessarily a poor animal? So this is sinful. Sriyasana pana. Pana means intoxication. Therefore, those, of course, in this country, it is not very much so, but in India, pana, betel nut and pan eating. The pana means drinking, pana means intoxication. So even drinking tea, chewing pan is also intoxication. What to speak of drinking wine and other things. Sriyasana pana duta. And duta means gambling. So, if we want to be purified, then we must give up these four principles of sinful activities. So these boys are being trained up for the purification, and although from their birth they are habituated to all these habits they have given us. They are no other bad habits, nothing. They don't take even tea and smoke. So this is purificatory process. Janmana jayate shuddha samskarat bhavet bija. By this purificatory process, one becomes Brahmin. So this path is open for everyone to become Brahmin or to become purified. Brahmin means truthful and purified. Satta, Shaucha, Sama, Dama, Titiksha, Arjava, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikam, Brahma Karma Svabhavajam. Truthfulness, purity, Sattang, Shaucham, Sama, controlling the mind, Dama, controlling the senses, Sama, Dama, Titiksha, tolerance, Arjava, simplicity, Jnanam, learning, Vijnanam, practical application of learning in life, Astikam, full faith in God, Brahma Karma Svabhavajam. These are the symptoms when one becomes a Brahmin. So, at the present moment, there is necessity of creating some Brahmin. Because as I have already told, that in this age, almost everyone is a Shudra. Because the purificatory processes are not adopted. Everyone busy only for maintaining this body. 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐚𝐵𝗹𝗯. 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐚𝐵𝗹𝗯. Eating, sleeping, fearing and defending. But this is the business of the animals and the Shudras. But the society cannot be peaceful unless there are four principles, four divisions of human beings: Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Just like your body is complete when there is head, when there are arms, when there is abdomen and when there are legs. If you keep simply the head and no trunk, hands or legs, that is useless. Similarly, if there are simply Brahmins, then the human society is incomplete. If there are simply Kshatriyas or the arms, that is also incomplete. If there is only abdomen, that is, or the Vaishya, Vaishyas are concerned only filling of the belly. So, that is also incomplete. And if you simply have legs, that is also. The four things must be there to make a complete body. That's what Krishna says in the Bhagavad-gītā. Chaturvarnam maya srishtam guna karma vibhavasa. Under the division of quality and work, these four divisions of human society is there. What is that? There must be some people, some section of the human society must be Brahmins, a very intelligent class of men, having spiritual knowledge. Intelligent class of men means having spiritual knowledge. Non-intelligent class of men means I am this body. An intelligent class of men means I am soul, Brahma Bhuta. So there must be just like a living body must have the head. Similarly, there must be a class of men, Brahmin, very intelligent class. That intelligent class of men are the Krishnaites or Krishna conscious men. Just like Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan man prapaddate. After many, many births, one, when he is Jnanavan, very wise, he prapaddate, he surrenders unto me. How? Without any reason he surrenders? No. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. He understands that Krishna is the root of everything. He is the origin of everything. Ishara Parama Krishna. There are many Isharas. Isharas means controller. Every one of you may be a controller, and you are some controller, a controller of family also, controller. But that is controller means Ishara or God. But Krishna is the supreme controller. Ishara Parama Krishna. So, Krishna consciousness is wisdom. Bhavanam janvanamante jnanavan man prapaddate. That is actually wisdom. People do not know it. Nate vidu sartha gatim Vishnu. They do not know their self-interest. They are thinking my self-interest is to maintain this body. Such kind of self-interest is there in the society of cats, dogs and hogs. They are also trying to maintain this body, somehow or other. But another thing is, from the Vedic knowledge we can understand that you don't require to labor very much for maintaining your body. Because from the Vedic instruction we understand that eka bahunam vidadhati kama nitya nityanam chetana chetananam eka bahunam vidadhati kama. As God is also living entity like you and me, and we are also living entities because we are part and parcel of God. Just like you are part and parcel of your father, so you are a person, then your father must be a person. And your father's father must be a person, his father must be a person. In this way, if you go to the original father, he must be a person. He cannot be impersonal. So, when we understand the Supreme Person, from whom we are all emanations, as in the Vedanta Sutra it is said, the first question is Brahma Jigyasa. What is Brahma, or the absolute truth? The answer is Janmadasya Jataha, wherefrom everything is born. God, or the absolute truth, absolute personality of Godhead, is the Father. From Him everything is emanated. Everything is born. The material nature is born from the Supreme Father. We, the spirit souls, we are also one of the spiritual nature of the Supreme Personality of God. These things are very nicely explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhumi, Rapa, Anala, Vayu, Khang, Buddhi, Mana, Evacha. Prakriti mein bhinna svadha aparayam itastu viddhi mein prakritim para jiva bhuta mahabaho javedam dharjati jagat. So there are two prakritis in nature. one spiritual nature, another material nature. Both of them are coming from the same source, the Supreme Personality of God. Just like fire and heat, light and heat. The source is the fire. From the fire emanating heat and light also. Similarly, from God, Krishna, two Prakritis natures are coming out. One is called material nature and one is called spiritual nature. Because we are combination of material and spiritual, not only we. The whole cosmic manifestation is combination of these two natures, material and spiritual. Just like both are, you, me and everyone, we are combination of the spiritual nature, the soul, and the material nature, the body, the subtle body, and the gross body. As soon as the spiritual nature is out of this body, the body is called dead. Therefore, the spiritual nature is called superior nature. जीवभूत महाबाहो अपरायम itastu buddhi me prasitim para. So this material nature is apara, inferior, and the spiritual nature is para or superior. Why superior? Because the spiritual nature is controlling over the material nature. This table is material nature, but I am spirit soul, I can move this table from here to there. The table has no power to move. That's a big aeroplane. It is moving at the rate of 1,000 miles per hour. But because the pilot is a spiritual nature, is pushing the button, therefore it moves. Otherwise it has no power to move. In spite of all mechanical arrangements, if there is no pilot, the big aeroplane will lie down on the street. Therefore, the spiritual nature is superior. And as we have explained already, Nitya Nityanam, Chetana Chetananam, as we are spirit, soul, Chetana, living force. So there is a supreme living force. That is God. That is Krishna. Nitya Nityana, Chetana Chetanana. So, this Krishna consciousness movement is very scientific movement for spiritual understanding. At the same time, the modern society requires such intellectual person who can broadcast spiritual knowledge all over the world. That is necessary. So our request is that you also kindly join with us. Kindly try to understand this movement scientifically, philosophically, or with your best of knowledge and judgment, and then try to cooperate with us. That will bring peace and prosperity all over the world. And the method is very simple. Chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you simply chant the 16 words and follow the regulative principles, no illicit sex, no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling. That means you avoid the 4 pillars of sinful life and chant Hare Krishna mantra, that means associate with Krishna or God constantly, you become purified. And as soon as you become purified, that means you become free from the material contamination, then you are immediately transferred to the spiritual world. �11 पुनर्जन्मनि मामेतु कौन्तेय यद्गत्यान निवर्तन्ते तद्धामं परमं मम. This is the description. There is a spiritual world. As in this body, there is spiritual spark and material body. Similarly, there are two kinds of creation. This cosmic manifestation, universe, material, this is made of material energy. Similarly, there is another world. The information is there in the Bhagavad Gita. Paratasmattu bhava anya bhaktya sanatana. That spiritual world never annihilates. So we are spirit soul. God is supreme spirit soul. And there is a spiritual world. When we combine together, when we meet God face to face in the spiritual world, then we get our eternal blissful life of knowledge. Satchidananda Vigraha. So this Krishna consciousness movement is for giving chance everyone to come to his original form of life, Satchidananda Vigraha, and meet God face to face and engage oneself in his service, and the life becomes very blissful, eternal and full of knowledge. So, and the method is very simple, chant Hare Krishna, that's all. Even a child can take up this Bhakti Yoga process of chanting Hare Krishna mantra. There is no need of education or vast knowledge. Simply you agree. You do not lose anything, but if there is a gain, why should you neglect it? That is our request. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So what was the beginning of the lecture in which Prabhupada gave an analogy? Yes, Sushant bro.
Krishna. Prabhupada talked about Kshetra and Kshetragya. Kshetra and Kshetragya. So Kshetra means the field. He gave an example of the field, and the Kshetragya is like the cultivator who is working in that field.
Hare. Then in the little later, just ahead, he gave second analogy. What was that? Yes. That was covered. Now ahead. Kshetra is field and Kshetragya is the cultivator. That is covered. Now second analogy. That is something to do with father and son. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada says that just like God has gift. That is this body to cultivate and to produce the results as per our desire. Just like father. If a son asks something from father and father denies that this is not good for you, but still, if the son insists, then father gives him. So this is the father and son analogy given by Prabhupada.
Rebol. How did he explain same verse, father, this analogy, through a verse? One verse he quoted from Bhagavad Gita. What is that verse? Some part and explanation. Oh, Sushant Bro again.
He quoted the verse Prajapita, that I am the seed giving father.
Aham bija pradhapita, not prajapita.
Aham
Bija. And how did he explain?
So he told that Krishna is the seed-giving father, and this material nature is the which like a mother which carries the seed. That is called as yoni. So by their mixing, the nature is created.
Hari Bol. I heard Prabhupada said, what is this Krishna consciousness moment meant for? Yes, Prabhu.
It is meant for realizing our relationship with God, Krishna.
For understanding the position of the soul and his relationship with God, that is Sambandha. Sambandha means relationship. Hari Bol. How many types of activities are there? And give some explanation. Okay, Mataji.
There are two types of activities, material activity and spiritual activity. And when we are on this bodily platform and we perform activities, that is called material activity. And when we realize Aham Brahmasmi, that we are not this body, we are spirit soul. And when we perform activity, that is called spiritual activity.
Haribo. He explained two conditions of life. This activity, but condition. Condition word Prabhupada used. Which two condition? Okay, the little elaboration is Shudra condition and Brahminical condition. Sushant Prabhu, God. Anybody else? You want to?
In Shudra condition, the material father and he considered his birth from material father and mother, so he's a Shudra. And for spiritual, and for Brahman, I'm not exactly remembering. Brahman, I'm not remembering it for Brahman.
Acha. Anybody else? Yes, behind.
So for the second condition, Prabhupada said that once there is knowledge, there is elevation from Shudra condition to Brahmanical condition or the other conditions.
Haribo. If we remain satisfied simply with the birth by our father or mother, that is Shudra condition. One has to be raised to the Brahminical condition. Janmana jayate Shudro, samskarat bhavet dvija. When one is given samskaras, then he is raised to a dvija platform, Brahminical platform. That includes initiation and all that. What does purificatory process mean? Yes, okay, here.
Purificatory process means to avoid sinful activities.
Haribo. If you don't act sinfully, then you are pure. How many types of basic principles of sinful life are there? What are they? Yes.
4 types of sinful activities: gambling, intoxication, dealing with women, and meat eating.
Haribo. Meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, and intoxicants. In all the religions, the first one, that is Shuna, no, that is, which one is that? Shuna only. What is the Sanskrit word? Yes, Shuna only, killing of animals is forbidden. Then how come in Hindu religion animals are killed? In the religion, not just outside. Yes, Prabhu. Here, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, in Hindu religion, animals are killed for testing the Vedic mantras previously, but now nobody is qualified to chant the Vedic mantras. so it is abandoned now.
Sometimes the animals were put into the fire and the animals would come out again with new life. That is mantra, whether the Brahmanas they are chanting mantras properly or not, to test that. So that is why they were killed, so to say, but then they would be revived back. They would again come with a new life. So that was the test of the Vedic mantras. Hare Bol. So that way Hindu religion also does not allow killing of animals. What does Suna means? What does Suna mean? In one word or two words? Yes.
Shuna means animal killing.
Unnecessary animal killing. Haribo. So because in Hindu religion, means in Vedic religion, to test the mantras, animals were killed. But that was not unnecessarily killed. That was just to test the efficacy of the mantra. And then they would be revived back also. But what is forbidden in the scriptures is this Suna, that is unnecessary animal killing. Pana means what? How did Prabhupada explain Pana? Yes, Shri Hari Kirtan Prabhu.
Prabhupada gave two understanding of Pana. One is betel nut and another is Pan means drinking. So both are intoxicants. Drinking tea and all that, wine.
Chewing pan and all that. Haribo. Pana means intoxication. So all varieties of intoxicants. Brahman means? Yes, Ujjwal Nilmani bro.
Brahman means truthful and purified.
Did he stop there only or did he go ahead?
The qualities of his Satyam, Satya, Dhamma, Saucham, all the qualities.
So Satyam Saucham is purified and truthful. Did he go ahead or not?
Satyam, Saucham, Gyan,
Initially, Prabhupada...
that is all covered. Now you go ahead.
Controlling the mind, controlling the senses, having faith in God, truthful, patience, these were the all qualities, tolerance. And he also mentioned that Brahman means having spiritual knowledge that I am not this body, I am spirit soul.
Haribo. There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita. Shamaha, Damaha, Tapaha, Shaucham, Kshantir, Arjavam Evacha, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikyam. 9 things are there. Brahma Karma, Swabhavajam. 18th chapter. The society cannot be peaceful unless, and give analogy also. Yes. Akrur Pran Prabhu.
Prabhupada says society cannot be peaceful unless there is a division in the society. So he gives the example of our body. Like
division, which division?
Division in the society, like 4 divisions.
So which are the divisions?
And Sudras. So Prabhupada gives the example of a body, like head, belly, hands and legs, all are important to give it a meaningful function of a body.
Haribo. If there are simply Brahmanas, then the human society is incomplete. Simply Kshatriyas, it is incomplete. Simply Vaishyas, incomplete. Simply Shudras, incomplete. It's like in the body, only head is there, no torso and all, then useless. Or only hands are there, or only belly is there, or only legs. What does intelligent class of men mean? And opposed to that, non-intelligent class of men. Yes.
Intelligent class of men means those who are, those knows the I am soul, means who is acting on the spiritual platform, I am Brahmasmi, and those who are acting in the material platform, I am body, that is called as non-intelligent.
Haribo. Krishna consciousness is one word. Fill in the blank. If you remember. Same thing. Yes. No. Okay, Mataji knows.
Krishna consciousness is wisdom.
Wisdom. Hari Bol. So then ahead he said, from the Vedic knowledge you can understand that what? This is in elaboration of Nate Vidu Swartha Gatim Hi Vishnu. One's self-interest lies only in worshipping Vishnu. So in this context, he said, from the Vedic knowledge you can understand that. What can we understand? Yes.
Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Vasudeva Sarvamiti.
That is okay. Something practical for us in our practical life. It is very much required. Yes, Mataji.
So Prabhupada says that people are working so hard to maintain their body, just like cats and dogs. So as per Vedic understanding, we need not to maintain our body. This is what
we don't not?
We don't need to maintain this body and work hard. We just
Maintain the body. We need to maintain the body, but you don't need to labor very much for maintaining your body.
Yes.
Hari Bol. From the Vedic knowledge, you can understand that you don't need to, here the word is, you don't need to require to labor very much for maintaining your body. So much hard work people do, that is not required. Little bit you work and arrangement is there by the Lord. How many natures God has? Prakrutis. Which are they? Yes.
God has two natures. One is material nature and another is spiritual nature.
Hari Bol. Which of these two natures is superior? And what are their words in Sanskrit? Yes, you want to?
Spiritual nature is superior, and for para.
That is para.
And material nature is inferior, and that is apara.
Hari Bol. Prabhupada gave example of table. Table is material nature, inferior nature, so I can move it because spirit is there. So we are made up of both. Body is material and we the souls are spiritual. Prabhupada said this Krishna consciousness moment is very scientific moment for spiritual understanding. So he made some requests. What request he made? Some requests. It's one thing in one sense, but elaboration. Yes. So he Shri Radha Vallabh Prabhu.
Prabhupada requested everyone to take advantage of this movement by joining it and chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, following the 4 regulative principles, and this will make the whole world happy.
And some more things. We require such intelligent person who can broadcast spiritual knowledge all over the world. This is necessary. So our request is that you also kindly join us. Kindly try to understand this moment scientifically, philosophically, or with your best of knowledge and judgment, and then try to cooperate with us. That will bring peace and prosperity all over the world. And the method is very simple. Chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. As soon as we become purified, what happens? Yes. Immediately you will be transferred to the spiritual world. Hari Bol. What is this Krishna consciousness moment giving chance to everyone? What chance is being given by Krishna consciousness moment to everyone? Sushanpu.
Krishna consciousness movement is giving a chance to everyone to get in their original form, that is Sachinandanda Vigraha, and to see God face to face in the spiritual world and to serve Him. That is a chance.
Engage oneself in His service, and life will become blissful. Method is very simple. Chant Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. What was the conclusion of the class? With that conclusion, Prabhupada ended the class. Yes.
When we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we attain Sachidananda Vigraha type, and then we see God face to face. So even child can chant this mantra. So that's it.
Even a child can take up this bhakti yoga process of chanting Hare Krishna mantra. There is no need of education or vast knowledge. Simply you agree. You do not lose anything, but if there is a gain, why should you neglect it? That is our request. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Jai Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।